Hey everyone, it's Ira. Okay, so it's Tuesday and this video is about consistency. I realise and I admit to you all and to myself that I am the least consistent person I've ever met. I just can't be consistent. I don't know why. The consistency of just sticking to carnivore. So I did amazing, as you all know. Came back from Lanzarote after eating their amazing hotel buffet for 7 days straight. I'd gained loads of weight, so I went on strict carnivore, and in 1 week I lost 10 pounds of fat. Very exciting. And then on the weekend, it was scorching in the UK, absolutely scorching. It still is, massive heat wave, and that kind of prickly heat where you just can't even function. And so we went to my husband's niece's 16th birthday and I stuck to carnivore. And then the next day we went to a barbecue and I stuck to carnivore. However, I indulged in a bit of marshmallow dipped in chocolate, small, if you will. And then that was probably the slippery slope. Yesterday we went out. Actually, no, yesterday I went to my mum's. I was quite strict on carnivore because I felt bad. Monday we went for a lovely meal at a British place called the Harvester, and then they did this lovely wing combo meal where it's like chicken, steak, coleslaw, mini hash browns in like a square shape, like a cube of hash brown, chips. And I thought, that's fine. I'm going to give it to my son. I'll give him that carbiness. I did actually try a little bit though. And then I thought, God, would I have done that last week? No, I wouldn't have. That's why it's a slippery slope. If you have like one tiny thing, then something happens in your brain or your body and it just says, why not have a little bit more? That is very dangerous, especially for me, because I'm not consistent. It's terribly hard for me to be consistent. But back in 2024, I was much more consistent. Anyway, that's by the by. I know that from doing what I did, it hasn't done that much damage. And I'm just going to persevere through and stick to carnivore because isn't it so annoying that carnivore makes you feel the best? It makes you like the fittest you've ever been, your skin the best, your hair, everything. You lose weight, your mental focus is unbelievable. The fatigue is gone, and yet, for some reason, you can't stick to it for that long. Why? Because then you start thinking things like, oh, you only live once. Ugh. They're allowed to eat a sandwich, why can't I? Ugh. It's like the devil on your shoulder. Oh, why don't you eat the packet of crisps? So annoying. Oh my God. I just really wish I had willpower consistently. I just get bouts of it. It's madness. And the other day I thought, I wish I didn't like food. I just love food too much. I'm such a foodie. It's unbelievable. Oh, what am I going to do? Come on, fellow foodies, tell me, how do you stick to it? I don't know. But anyway, point is that I only had 2 moments, like relapses of carbs and sugar. It could have been worse. I could have done much worse. That's just how it is. And also, when it's really hot, does anyone else think it's harder to stick to carnivore? My son, he eats carbs here and there. Like, I do try and give him a lot of protein. He has an egg a day. He has chicken every day. That's my rule. Egg and chicken, or egg or chicken every day. The rest, like, I don't mind. He can have a bit of bread. He can have a bit, but, you know, like, when he's eating mango and, like, this chicken wrap, oh, that is willpower. So I do have it. It's just, if only I could have it on the weekends. Anyway, my husband said that no matter what happens on the weekends going forward, we're going to stick to carnivore. That's just the way it is. That's how it's going to be from now on. That is it. The end. There's so many things I want to look good for. Like, that's the thing. I'm pretty happy in my weight and myself, but it's the events and the pictures that follow on. So, for example, August, we're having like a big family party. I want everyone to be like, oh, Zyra looks nice. And I want to look at the pictures and think, I look nice. Not look at the pictures and go, that's not what I want. Then September, we're visiting family in Canada. Again, a lot of pictures will be taken. And there's a wedding. So I'll be wearing a pretty dress. Will it be pretty? Or will it be Hagrid? Time will tell. I really, really love you all. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for always going to the end of the video if you do that. That's amazing. Suzanne Goes Carnivore. Love you lots. Graham, Carnivore Transformer. Keep pushing on. You're doing great. Denise Bennett, thank you very much for everything. All the support. She actually hit her goal and went under the goal weight. God, I'd love to do that. I'd love it. I think if I actually got to the goal weight, I would make a video on here and start physically crying. Tears. Real tears. Bye, everyone. Talk to you soon.